today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he'll air this one deep for Andrew. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiver.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan, man open. That's Calvin Ridley.
Ryan's pass complete to Calvin Ridley. Brings up 3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Bourne in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And oh, he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
10 yards.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the Saints' 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Prater on to add the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Saints, nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Saints.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete to number 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Hayden Hurst. A gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 29, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 4, they could still get a first down without scoring. Now Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
After review of the play,
this challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Hayden Hurst.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
To throw again is Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Prater for the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Matt Prater is set to
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes Traquan Smith and the rest of the offense. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Hayden Hurst.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And 2.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Hayden Hurst. Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've reached half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Saints, nothing.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go play action. Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Josh Hill.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
44-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. And that's caught by Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Complete.
A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play. Oh.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Winston again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call.
57, Mike, 57. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because He is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now it's Gurley. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gurley again here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage. And
this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And this offense is running away with this one. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At the their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
His pass.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Renfro.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
13 yards.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Saints
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. Nice 57. 57's right. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Kamara on the
Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try.
Field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
I'm coming after you. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again they run with Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's another Falcon.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Falcons, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get to